is Top Accolade Global News Update. I am Suebifa Jagarich. Chinese President Xi Jinping said on Wednesday that China is willing to cooperate with the United States as both sides manage their differences and work together to respond to global challenges. According to Chinese state media, whether or not the United States and China could establish the right way of getting along would be crucial to the world. Xi said in a letter delivered at an annual dinner of New York headquartered National Committee on United States-China Relations. Xi's call for more stable bilateral ties, which he says should be built on the principles of mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and win-win cooperation, comes before a key visit by Foreign Minister Wang Yi to Washington later this week. The trip from Thursday through Saturday by the top Chinese diplomats will be the highest level in-person engagement ahead of an expected meeting between U.S. President Joe Biden and Xi in San Francisco at the November Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) Summit. Washington's top priority has been to ensure the intense competition between the world's two biggest economies and their disagreement over a host of issues from trade to Taiwan and the South China Sea does not veer into conflict. Chinese observers believe the visit by Wang will pave the way for a possible meeting between the heads of the two states, but added that Washington needs to make concrete efforts to address Beijing concern and show its sincerity, China's state-controlled Global Times wrote in a commentary. Mexico's southern coast braced for Hurricane Otis on Wednesday as a Category 5 storm made landfall near the beach resort of Acapulco, with the potential to cause catastrophic damage. The U.S. National Hurricane Center (NHC) said the hurricane reached the land near Acapulco, bringing maximum sustained winds around 270 kilometers high and heavy rain. The center said the storm could bring up to 20 inches, that is 51 centimeters of rain in parts of Guerrero and Oaxaca, with the possibility of flash floods and mudslides, a potentially catastrophic storm surge, and life-threatening south and rip current conditions, authorities said. Mexico's National Water Agency, CONAGUA, warned of 6 to 8 meters south of Guerrero State, home to Acapulco, and also part of Oaxaca State by 9 p.m. on Tuesday, 03:00 GMT. Otis was about 55 miles south-southeast of Acapulco and blowing maximum sustained winds, the Miami-based NHC added. The Defense Ministry enacted a disaster plan ahead of the storm's arrival. President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador said on social media late on Tuesday as soldiers patrolled Acapulco's emptying beaches, schools across Guerrero canceled classes for Wednesday ahead of Otis' arrival, Governor Evelyn Salgado said on social media. Japan's government is considering spending around $33 billion for payouts to low-income households and an income tax cut in a package of measures to cushion the blow to households from rising living costs. City government officials said the spending, currently estimated around 5 trillion yen, that is $33.37 billion, will include a blanket one-off income tax cut worth 30,000 per person and residential tax cuts worth 10,000 yen respectively, which will be implemented in June 2024. The spending plan, to be formally decided by Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's cabinet on November 2nd, also features payouts to low-income households, the official said, confirming a report by the Nikkei newspaper. Details on tax cuts will be discussed by the ruling party's influential tax panel towards the year end, said the officials, who spoke on conditions of anonymity as they were not authorized to speak publicly. Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary Hideki Murray told reporters that he was aware of the Prime Minister's comment in a TV appearance late on Tuesday that he wanted to achieve wage hikes that offset price increases next year. Tax revenue has grown this year, and Murray said the Prime Minister wanted to find a way to return some of that to the public to support household inflation, fueled by rising cost of raw materials, has kept both the central bank's target of 2% for more than a year, weighing on consumptions and clouding the outlook for an economy making a delayed recovery from COVID-19 scars. With wage rises proving too low to offset the increase in prices, Kishida has announced a plan to ease the pain by returning to households some of the expected increase in tax revenues generated by solid economic growth. Alphabet's Google will run undersea cables powering internet access to at least 8 far-flung Pacific Ocean nations under a joint US-Australian deal set to be announced on Wednesday. According to a US official, the deal will expand an existing commercial project by Google in the region to the nation of Micronesia, Kiribati, the Marshall Islands, Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, Timor-Leste, Tuvalu, and Vanuatu, set to be announced during an official White House visit by Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. The previously unreported deal involves contributions from both governments. Canberra will contribute $50 million and Washington is adding another $15 million. According to a senior administration official, the tiny and sometimes isolated nations of the Pacific have become an area of intense focus in recent years, with both China and the United States cutting them with infrastructure development and military partnership. President Joe Biden has also pushed for U.S. dominance in telecommunication services, saying the industry as a key national security issue given the control it affords over information flow worldwide. Google is currently working on a fiber optic cable that links Taiwan, a self-ruled island claimed by China, with the Philippines and the United States. As part of the Pacific Island project, the United States will work with the countries on cybersecurity resilience, helping them back up key information to global cloud networks, according to officials. Honda Motor and General Motors are scrapping plans to jointly develop affordable electric vehicles, a Honda spokesperson said on Wednesday. Confirming a Bloomberg News report, the two agreed in April last year to develop a series of lower-priced EVs based on a new joint platform producing potentially millions of cars from 2027. The automakers had said the deal was for affordable EVs, including compact crossover vehicles built using GM's Ultium battery technology. After conducting some research and analysis, both parties decided to end the development, Honda said. Each company will continue to work towards offering affordable models to the EV market. Honda said there was no change in its plan to sell only electrified vehicles by 2040. Bloomberg first reported the decision, citing an interview with Honda CEO Toshihiro Mibe. After studying this for a year, we decided that this would be difficult as a business. So at the moment, we are ending development of an affordable EV, Mibe said in the interview. On Tuesday, GM withdrew its previous 2023 projections and its short-term plans for EV production due to the escalating costs related to United Auto Workers strikes, which soared to $200 million per week in October. That is the size of top accolade global news update. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Wednesday.